Well, joining me from Madison is American philosopher Professor James Fetzer. Welcome to the program, sir. Professor, we have US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton literally saying that Assad must go. How likely will there be regime change in Syria?
Extremely unlikely. Syria has, of course, a fascinating geopolitical location bordering Israel, Iraq, Lebanon, and Turkey. It has had a strong defensive alliance with Iran, which was affirmed in 2005, again in 2009, and I'm sure is as strong today as ever before. It also is a strong trading partner with Russia, which not only has acquired very sophisticated military equipment, including anti-missile and anti-aircraft batteries that are capable of shooting down cruise missiles and ICBMs, where NATO forces would find they were losing planes on the right and on the left, but also hosts Moscow's only Mediterranean naval base, actually its only military base outside the former Soviet Union, in Tartus on Syria's southern coast. This is not going to happen.
How do you assess Syria's neighbors' role in exacerbating the situation in Syria?
I think the entire agenda is being motivated by Israeli interests, by the Israeli master plan to break all the strong, sophisticated Arab states into little statelets, especially over conflicting sectarian lines, as has occurred in Iraq. But when Vladimir Putin made his first visit to Benjamin Netanyahu, it was undoubtedly to tell him that Russia would not tolerate an Israeli attack on Iran. And while Netanyahu tried to put a smile on the visit and suggest that they both agreed that there was a major issue here, I have no doubt that, in fact, it was actually a defeat for Netanyahu's aggressive policies against Iran. If Syria has this sophisticated military equipment, imagine what Iran will have, because it also has the most sophisticated anti-ship missiles in the world that could sink every ship in the Gulf or in the Mediterranean. I mean, it would be a stupid thing to do. Not that world leaders have not made blunders before, but this would be a travesty. It would be something that could be irredeemable, and it might even precipitate World War III.
And how effective has the United Nations been in this scenario?
Well, typically the United Nations has been compromised because for action it requires all support from all the members of the Security Council, and neither Russia nor China is going to authorize United Nations strike against Syria, where I have no doubt that Barack Obama would not take any military step against Syria without United Nations Security Council approval. Therefore, I believe we are at a stalemate, and frankly, it's for the better of the Middle East, because removing Assad would increase chaos in the country. It would elevate Islamic extremism. Assad, like Saddam Hussein, was a secularist, and they were both good for the Middle East, as was, in fact, Muammar Gaddafi good for Africa. But the same kind of stupidity that led to the attack on Libya, I am very confident is not going to happen here. NATO and the United States and Israel know they have met their match.
Indeed. Fair enough. We'll leave it there for the time being. Many thanks to Professor James Fetzer, American philosopher from Madison. Thanks for your time there, sir.